Right, I think I'm live. Once you can hear me, just throw some emojis in the chat to make sure that everything is working okay, because that would be fantastic. That would be lovely on top of loveliness once you can hear me. Whoops, don't touch anything. Okay. I'm trying to move some shit around so that we're not completely covered in shenaniganeries. All right. All right. I think we're good. Are we working? I think we're working. Hi, everybody. Okay. This is going to be a live plan with me, because I'm the one planning it. So I guess that would be me. Yay, everything's working. Woohoo! Hi, everybody. All right. So here is the story for today. Now, normally when I do these live plan with me's, I try to get up to some kind of bullshittery in my planner. That's not going to happen today for the biggest reason that this week is the week. Technically my book deadline is the end of July, but I have set a new deadline for myself as the 15th because my surgery is on the 16th. But technically I want to try and get everything finished by Friday. I also am giving a sermon on the 14th. And like I said, my surgery is on Friday, so I have a lot happening. This is all what's happening. This isn't even all of it. And I need my planner this week, and I can't afford to cover it in lipstick or puffy stickers or do some bullshit. So instead, what I'm going to do is just plan, but I'm still, like, if you haven't seen last week's plan with me, I had some trouble with the new planner. Like, here, I'll show you where it's at right now. It's actually looking pretty good, but there are still some things, like if you notice, my deep thoughts is just this right now. But this is how this week has turned out after all of the planning has happened over the course of the week. And like there's this little section I need to contend with, covering this up, figuring out what I want to do here. There's a bunch of things I'm still trying to figure out with this planner. And I figured I could do it with you guys giving me a hand and have some conversation. Aw, thank you, Najat, for the super chat. I did get the email, Kim. I just need to respond to it. Thank you so much. Ooh, Rebecca, congratulations on your first sermon. Anyway, I'm glad you guys like my nails. Hi, everybody. Making sure everything is working. I saw buffering happening there for a hot second. So here's the thing. Super chats are when people send like a donation using the YouTube system. They pop up for me and I can see them. It's so not required, but I do appreciate it whenever anybody does. So here's the thing. So the last time we did just a regular kind of plan with me like this live, where it wasn't me doing any kind of fuckery in my planner, we actually had a really good conversation, like a really good conversation. It was the one about sexuality and all of that. And so I'm hoping we'll have another good conversation today. Not that I'm looking for a specific topic or anything, but in the meantime, I am going to be drinking hard cider. So I've got Gorby here. I don't imagine the DEF CON Gorby this week is not going to be in terms of bullshit I've done in my planner. It's going to be in terms of my stress levels, which are going to get higher and higher. Probably as I plan this week out, I'm going to notice when the stress levels are getting higher. We'll talk about that. But I am drinking Angry Orchard Rosé hard cider. So who knows what's going to happen. So, thank you for the super chat, Lauren Plans. And the Flawed Perfect Me, all one long name. A sermon for Bastille Day? No, that is not what I'm doing. Was I close to the earthquakes? No, the earthquakes were in Southern California. I heard some people in Northern California felt them. I was not one of them. The book is up on Amazon, and it should be at the book depository. I'm not entirely certain. I wasn't actually the one who found the link, so I'm still figuring all that out. Anyway, so we're going to just get started now with so I'll show you what I'm using. I got the new Simply Gilded kit, and I love these like light colors. It's like these soft aquas and like the holographic foil or whatever. And I love these colors, so I want to use these. And then I have the stickers here that go with, which are really pretty. I love like the holographic. It's one of my favorite kind of summer foils is holographic. And then I'll use Krissyanne Designs and what's more, all the things I use. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm just going to talk through it while we're doing it. And yeah, all the things. So, Josie Rose, well, I'm glad you found me here. Same with you, Keely. Oh, thank you for pre-ordering it, Lisa. Are the stickers simply gilded? Yes, they came with the kit, and it's the newer paper, so I'm curious to see. I'm also curious about using these date covers because it's new date in like this little square situation is different, and I just different always. There is a spot to look for the book in my description box for Amazon, but not for anything else. I don't have those yet. So anyway, is this my first time using the new stickers? Maybe. I can't remember. I think the last time I used them, they may have been the hard, like the cardboardy ones. And this is her new paper. So I have no idea. Maybe? I can't remember. Anyway, I'm going to start walking this out with whiteout because I'm not prepared for this kind of Technicolor dream coat to be happening in my planner this week. So I'm going to just cover all this up. Anyway, so what do you guys want to talk about today? Do I use the EC Petite planners? Not really. I've used the meal planning one and I've looked at them, but okay, here is the real talk from me, the real planner talk. I do not like switching planners. There are some people who love changing their planners back and forth to different ones, different styles, like, you know, they go, or they use like the discs or they use the binders or whatever, and they like changing the inserts and like doing what's interesting to them that day. I am not those people. I like my shit to be one thing. Like I did the flip through, but like this planner here, which I still need to take the cover off of, this was my whole year. I like having my whole year in one planner. On top of all that, the petite planners, I really like the daily, not like that they give you a full one day for the whole weekend. So that would have stopped me, but I just don't have any reason to use them. So I'll use the meal planner occasionally. But right now, that's something else I need to do before I get started. I need to check my meal plans for the week. And Jesse's sitting right here, so I can ask him. What I did this last week was I wrote it in, and we followed it, except these 2 days swapped. But I'm just going to write in and move the Post-it notes from my monthly meal plan. So what was supposed to go there? Brenner. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, thank you, Maggie, for the super chat. Yeah. All right. So, what do we have for this week? Leftovers, shrimp tacos, fajita-style chicken, date night out, shrimp and asparagus, berry orange spinach salad, shrimp steak, and the berry and mint salad. I feel like this is all fine. Although part of me doesn't want to do leftovers tomorrow night. Maybe but we're going to have leftover spaghetti because the spaghetti, when we have the kids, we have no leftovers. But when we don't have the kids, we have plenty of leftovers. Oh, Rochi, thank you for the super chat. You guys are so great. Is Brenner breakfast for dinner? Yes. Hey, Amy. Thank you. Yeah, Brenner is an amazing option for when you don't know what else to do. For us, Brenner generally looks like breakfast burritos. Like we'll make some scrambled eggs, we'll make some tater tots or some potatoes of some sort, bacon, we'll have cheese and salsa and tapatio and all that. So that's what we usually do for Brenner. Thank you. Thank you so much for all of you guys for your well wishes. But yeah, okay, so I'm going to just write this in really quick because that's what I've been doing. And then we'll move over to the meal plan. So now if this changes in the week, which does happen where I like move things around, I don't care. As long as I have a memory of what was planned, then that's good enough for me. And if you're looking for any of these recipes, I have most of them linked in my Pinterest, which should be in the description. Getting in a couple date nights this month because I'll be like recovering for most of the rest of this. This is my real handwriting. This is not my fancy handwriting. This is my actual chicken scratch that I use. I'm just saying. Can you pre-order my? Yeah, I think it's available. My book's available on the UK Amazon. Thank you, Kellyanne, for linking that. Strip, steak, plus salad. All right. Okay, so there's the meal plan for this next week. And I'm going to just what I've just been doing is throwing these Post-it notes onto the August spread because I'll likely utilize at least some of them next month. And so I'm not wasting Post-its or wasting time rewriting Post-its, even though I am wasting time just sticking them on here, but whatever. All right, so there's all of those. So you got the meal plan all checked in. Now back to this situation. What planner would I recommend for a high school student? Okay, so my kid is a high schooler. My kid is going to be a sophomore. We had the Erin Condren academic planner, which Katie really liked for some of the aspects. However, Katie found it was too big for what they needed for school because they have such small desks and a limited amount of time at the end of class to yank it out and get everything written in there. So what we're working on for this next year is something smaller that Katie can use to just get homework assignments written down. And then if Katie wants to use a bigger planner to like look at the week, that's fine. But a big planner was not very practical for Katie trying to get assignments written down at school. At least that is the conclusion we came to at the end of this school year. So it depends on what you want. If you feel like, if a high schooler feels like they need something that is like designed for a high schooler, you know, the other thing that Katie also mentioned was that academic planners for students don't always offer like a lot of weekend space. And Katie has a lot going on the weekends, you know, between church retreats and marching band commitments and everything else. Like the weekends for Katie are also busy. And so it's kind of necessary to have weekend space, not just Monday through Friday. What type of surgery am I having? I am having work done on my fistula. So they're going to be going in to my AV fistula was put in here. You can see it popping up right there, but it's too deep in my arm. So they're going to go in to my arm and bring it closer to the surface and also tie off any of the branches. Like it's because it's a high pressure system. Some of the veins are popping out like I look like I'm on roids, but when I'm not on roids, I'm on a fistula. So they're gonna deal with those too. It's outpatient surgery. So I will be in and out of the hospital, hopefully, that day. And hope, like the last time I was supposed to be out by like 2:45, but then there were some complications. So I was actually in until about 7 before they released me. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen this time because that sucked last time. Matt, my kid's high school does not give out planners. The middle schools do, but the high school doesn't. How is the anxiety about surgery going? It's up there. It's pretty. I see my therapist tomorrow, so hopefully we'll talk about that. Yeah, but it's pretty high up there. I'm just going to cover these little hexagons up. You're in band in your high school too, Michael? What instrument do you play? My kid plays the flute. My other kid plays the trumpet, but I think he's going to try the French horn out this year. All right. So the knife I'm using is the Artist Loft palette knife. It's just a knife that it's supposed to be used for scraping paint, but I got it in the Michaels in the fine art section, and I like it because I have tendonitis, so it helps me get a really nice grip on it to cut the washi tape. Clean clarinet, very cool. When does summer band begin for my kiddos? RJ doesn't have it this year because he's still in middle school, but Katie, band camp starts at the end of July. Has Katie tried bullet journaling? No, not yet, but maybe. That might be a way to start. You could use the space by 3 dates and put your CAD flags. Oh, that's an interesting idea. All right. Okay, so we're here at this point. So I'm going to start dividing this. And I think one of the things I want to try, I didn't know what to do with this spot. I think I want to put the weather here and then just divide this up for blood pressure and meal plans. I think is what I want to do. I am California, and the earthquake was not in my area. So there were some people in my area who felt it. I was not one of them. But thank you for checking in. I appreciate it. We do not have a theme this week. This week's theme is Cindy is going to be like stressed out as fuck trying to finish my book and write my sermon and get ready for my surgery this week. So that's the theme. That's why I'm using these pretty colors. It's one of the reasons I wanted to use these colors today was because I think they're gorgeous. And so that will help me mellow out by using the colors I think are sexy. Sexy colors. Okay, let me see, what else can I talk about? Or you guys can just keep asking me questions as I get, I'm gonna have some more of this cider. I'll get a little bit more lubed up and then not in that way, you pervs, and then I will start having conversations. Did your ears perk up at lubing up, Jesse? No? He's in the middle of healing a dungeon in World of Warcraft, so he doesn't give a fuck right now. What are my favorite things to watercolor? Flowers. I like watercoloring flowers. Although I've been enjoying watercoloring food a lot more lately. But flowers for the longest time, like plants, botanicals. I don't know, the color palette makes me, god damn it. I'm bending it too. The color palettes of flowers and other botanicals have always appealed to me. And on top of that, you can get, it's like with flowers, you can either get super like hyper realistic, or you can like go like deep into your own like fantasy garden, you know, of flowers that you're just making up off the top of your head. And I like doing both. So I like the flexibility of that. I dislike painting people. Don't like painting like people or drawing people for that matter. I don't like peopling. And as much as I like landscapes and I like sketching landscapes, I do not like painting buildings. I like drawing buildings, but I don't like painting buildings. I don't know why. Maybe the colors of buildings, like the color palettes for buildings, just don't appeal to me. Okay. I'm like glancing up. Back to my old planning styles. That is a great idea, Betsy. I need to remember that one. Succulents. Does Katie have the same planner style as me? No, not even close. Katie is somewhat amused by my like frou-frouing the fuck out of my planner. Katie's not necessarily here for that. So some of these are crooked and I don't care. Once I've recovered everything, would I consider doing a video on watercoloring for beginners? Sure. What would I recommend for starting mixed media journals? Like, do you mean the starting of the journal, or like what journal to buy? Because I don't know what the question is. It's different answers for both. So, Michael, you asked, how's the paint tracking in the year at a glance going? It's going fine so far. I need to update it for the last couple of nights. But it's been nice having it there as opposed to in my bullet journal. So I'll show you. I think I've got like 4 days in, and I need to put in the last 2 days, the last 2 nights. It's easy to remember. I took a painkiller on both of them. So it's not like, you know, yeah, see, I just need to put, maybe I'll do that now while I'm looking at it. I've got my stickers. I moved the stickers and just shoved them into the pocket back here so that I have them, but they're both painkillers. I still haven't done this yet because Kristen has said she's going to send me something for her, but she hasn't done that yet. Kristen, in the comments. Kristen. Am I still using my bullet journal? Yes. Although I have not touched my fucking challenges this month at all. I have just been too stressed out. Full disclosure, I have been using it for my to-do lists and such. Like, and it even has like some measurements that we took yesterday for the Home Depot. I have been using my bullet journal, but my challenge pages look like, and I even stuck some pictures in from our trip that we took to drop the kids off at camp. But this is what my challenge page, here's one, and then here's the other. That's what they look like. So I haven't touched my challenges yet, but I have done some of this stuff. So, and I used some of those Amy Tangerine stickers. Yay. You have other things to send me that I don't know about? Okay, hold on, like I got other questions here. I'm probably a little bit blurry, Erin, but part of it might be your shitty internet. Do I think the life planner might be good for college students just keeping track of everything? Maybe. It depends on how you want to keep track of things. Like you can totally do a lot of that in here. Some college students I know are much happier with the bullet journal situation. But if you just want somewhere to write everything down, I feel like the hourly might be a good one to do as a college student. Just saying. Oh, what to use to start. The kind of journal, Michelle? My favorite mixed media journals are the Canson XL mixed media journals. I like the smaller one. It's the one with the blue cover. That mixed media paper is great. I also love using the Dilutions journals, the Dilutions art journals. They're more of a cardstocky smooth paper, but the cover, like it's nice to work with, and the cover is like a brown situation that you can decorate, and that in and of itself is fun. And they come in a couple of different sizes. So both of those are great. Have you ever gotten to where you can't make yourself plan even the basics? Yes. And every time I do, when I feel like I just need to stop for a little while, I always regret it because my life turns into some bullshit. So what I need to remember is, even if I don't really want to mess with planning on a specific day because I'm so stressed out, to at the very least make a list of the things that have to get done that day, because I am forgetful as fuck and I will forget. Like I have some emails I have to send tomorrow that I'm trying to keep in my, I should probably just write them down before I make my planner out, because I'm going to have to put them in my planner and I'm going to forget them. So I should write them down. Amy, Trisha, Jane. Okay, now I'll remember those emails I have to send. So, anyway, yeah. So if I don't remember, if I am feeling like not up to doing it, I just know I'm going to regret it later. So I either have to accept that regret in advance or make a to-do list. Do you have any tips for someone just starting to use the power sheets? Yeah, use the videos that Laura Casey uses walking you through them. They're a little rah, a little cheesy, but they will help you. What I did was I just played the videos and then stopped the video every time I hit like a place to do something, and I sat and did it. Also, give yourself about a week or so to get through the prep work, because that takes a little while. And for actually using them, just keep it where you're going to look at it every day. Keep it where, like, I'm the most successful using the power sheets when I take a look at them every day, because it just continually reminds me. Have I decided on a, where are we at? Have I watched okay, I'm scrolling up. You asked this a little bit ago. I was curious. Would I let my husband into doing a voiceover for me in one of my Plan With Me's? If he's willing to do it, I'd totally let him. But I had to tell him to do something today for church, and so I've lost all karma with him for the next couple of months. So I have no idea if that's going to be something that I can ask for anytime in the near future. Just saying. Have I watched Chernobyl? Not yet. I'm just scrolling and trying to see what's happening. Rachel, you're just going to start throwing out some questions. Go slow. I can't keep up with all of them. What's my favorite and least favorite trend in planning right now? My favorite trend in planning right now is, I don't know. Shit, I have not thought about this. My favorite trend in planning right now is the number of different planners I'm seeing being used, that people are not insistent on using one particular brand or one particular style of planner, that there are planners everywhere being used, and I love that. I love the variety. My least favorite trend is the consumerism, and that's, I feel like, not a new thing or whatever, but like it bums me out to see like the frenzy for new products and new shit and new, and like people buying stuff without even thinking about whether or not they're actually going to use it. That like, it just feels very intense, and that's not a new trend, and that's not a new situation. That's just a constant thing I don't care for. And is that crooked? That is fucking crooked. All right. Have I decided on a sermon topic? Yes, my sermon this week is going to be about lying, the lies that we tell. Planner I think that is cool, but I know is not my style. The Hobonichi Weeks. I love seeing what people do with it. It's way too fucking small, and I hate the paper. The paper feels like if you took toilet paper and urinated on it and then left it out in the sun to dry, and then you put it in the Ronpo Peel Instant Food Dehydrator. That's what the Hobonichi paper feels like to me. So I have no interest in using it. Have Jesse a week for me. That could be interesting. I don't know if there's any coupons for the power sheets, Shelly, but they were on sale for the 6 month for $29 recently, so you might be able to find that. Loki is asleep in his cat tree. How long did it take you to overcome the feeling that everything in your planner had to be perfect? Dude, I'm still working on that. I think the biggest triumph I've had so far in that kind of vein is not that I have to worry about my planner being perfect as much as I have gotten better about not giving a shit if my planner looks like anybody else's. Because there was a while there where I was super worried or like judgy of myself if I couldn't make my... God damn it. Okay, this is fucking garbage. There was a while where I was super like worried that my shit was not as pretty or as nice as the people who were like getting all the likes on Instagram or all the love on YouTube, especially with the bullet journal people. Like the bullet journal community on YouTube is so robust and big, and there's so many people. I make my bullet journal videos and I don't get anywhere near as much reach as a lot of those people. And so for a long time I worried that it was because I cussed too much, or it was because I wasn't as artsy, or maybe it was because I don't have a record player music running and like light a candle and, you know, do like a gentle voiceover or whatever. Like, and so it wasn't just the planner, it was the whole shebang with the planner. The point being is that there was a long time where that like kept getting me in my head. And I have, in the last year or so, gotten a little bit better at not letting that shit like get to me, but it's a work in progress. My nails make me look like a hollaback girl. I don't know what's happening here. I'm trying to find stuff. If I'm missing comments, I am so like annoyed with myself. I'm scrolling through comments to figure out what the fuck is going on. So it's possible after your surgery if I could do a plan as you go. My hope is to do a plan as you go after my surgery. I can't promise anything. I was actually just talking to my patrons about this because I can't. The funny thing is plan as you go is not as mentally taxing as regular video making, because with plan as you go, I know exactly what videos I'm making all month. They're the same videos, the same type of videos every day. That took way longer than it needed to. I don't know if I'm going to put anything on this side yet. I'm just starting this way. Anyway, so I don't know yet. Maybe? Question mark? We'll see. This is going to be the book. This is what I usually speed up in the videos because this is like takes for 85 fucking years. What is the name of the glittery pen a lot of you guys love and got it go wild? I don't know. Oh, the Via Beautiful pen. Villa Beautiful. This one. I think I have it linked. Do I have it linked down below? It's not an affiliate link. It's just a link. Yeah, it's linked in my description box, her website. Scrolling. Build a planner girl starter pack. What 5 things do you include? Where the fuck did it go? I had a question. 5 things do I include? A planner, unless that doesn't count. I'm not going to include a pen because everybody's pen choices are different. I'm going to include a rainbow set of washi tape in the skinny, in like this width, because I think that's the most like helpful width, and a Krissyanne Designs sampler. Not the samplers with all the random shit, but like one of those ones with like all the different sizes of stickers on it, like the functional sampler, because I love Kristen. And then, what else? Some blinders to put on your face to keep you from staring at everything you see on the internet. And then I would put that's also crooked. And then I would also put a giant sticker that says, fuck no, on your credit card so that every time you go to buy shit, you see this fuck no sticker and then you think, do I really want this? To stop you from buying all the things. That would be on my starter kit. All right. That's a question. So I'm scrolling. Is my washi tape cutter just a paint knife? Yes. Have I found an alternative to Headspace? I'm trying Calm. Calm's the one I'm trying right now, and it's actually helping a little bit. Thank you for the super chat, Shaylee. If I had to describe myself as a candy... Fuck, where'd I go? If I had to describe myself as a candy, what would I choose and what's your reasoning? Bye, Pam. My reasoning as a candy, I would be a Sour Patch Kid because I'm a little sour and a little sweet. If I was a kind of pie, what kind of pie would I be? Fuck, dude, I don't know. Chicken pot pie because it's got the word pot in it. Okay, I'm scrolling again, trying to figure out what the fuck is happening in my life. How do you juggle the idea of getting sponsorships for your videos and going down that road? I don't. Okay. Okay, you ready for a soapbox? We're going to go on a soapbox here, tangent. It's not a soapbox, it's a tangent. And I'm going to take a look at these date covers so I see if this will work while I go on this. Because Diane just opened a can of worms. A can of whoop ass. All right, let's see if this works. These are those little skinny stickers. Are they transparent? Okay, here's what we're going to try. We're going to try putting it right below here. And I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea. Do you guys remember on Animaniacs, there was that whole segment that was good idea, bad idea? That's where I'm at right now. All right. So, here's my can of whoop ass about sponsorships. I do not take sponsorships on my YouTube channel, and I have no intention to. It's part of the reason I started a Patreon in the first place. And I have, okay, this is going to sound like a dick thing to say. God damn it, are these not cut? Am I going to be mad and sad and also not glad? Fuck, it's not cut. Wait, yes it is. I can't find the cut. Oh, it's not cut. No! What the fuck? Simply Gilda, why are you doing me dirty? I see a cut line. Why isn't it happening for me? Did it not cut all the way through? It did not cut all the way through. I guess we're not doing date covers. Motherfucker! Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. We'll move forward with our lives. Let me see what's going on as you guys are reacting to this shit. I could use the scissors. Yeah, I've heard that she had issues with the new stickers. Okay, I'm going to use scissors because I like these date covers and I want to use them. All right. I can't talk and use scissors. Okay, here we go. Sponsorships. I'm about to say something that may make me sound like a douche, but I'm going to say it anyway because why the fuck wouldn't I say it? So, I do not give a fuck what other people do with their YouTube channel and with their quote-unquote business plan. I don't care. It's your business. You do what you want. You do you, boo. What I will say for myself is that the reason I started a Patreon is because I didn't want to have to start taking sponsorships. It costs money to run a YouTube channel, especially if you're buying products for a review. A lot of people get sent a lot of things, or they only review things that they're sent, and I understand that because it gets expensive. I, however, because of my fabulous patrons, and a bunch of you are in the chat, and I love you, because of my fabulous patrons, I don't have to use my YouTube AdSense, which isn't very much because I don't put mid-roll ads on, and I don't, that looks fine. I don't put mid-roll ads on, and I don't put mid-roll ads on, so I don't get as much, and I do get demonetized from time to time because of my language. So I don't get a ton of AdSense. When I do get AdSense, I redirect that back into the channel to purchase all the pens that I review. Most of those pens, I don't think I've ever been sent pens that I've reviewed except for maybe once or twice. All the rest of them I've bought. So the Patreon makes it so that I don't need to use that money to feed my family. I can use the money from AdSense and the money from Amazon to buy things to review, to continue to try things for the channel. Another way to make money with YouTube is sponsored content. I do not want to do sponsored content, partly because a lot of companies don't look too fondly on dropping the F-bomb in their paid advertisements, partly because I'm not good at acting. I'm not good at reading other people's like words. If somebody has like information they want me to say, the chances of me actually saying it are slim to none. Like, I don't want to be stuck in that box, and so it's not something I'm interested in. And I'm very, very obsessed with maintaining my integrity when it comes to the products I review and how I like the trust I have built with my audience. So, you know, and I know that there are some YouTubers who can do sponsorships and maintain a sense of trust with their audience. I just don't feel like I am the kind of person who would be able to continue to be myself the way I want to be if I'm also beholden to somebody who is paying me money to make something on my channel. So I don't do that. So I'm not really worried about the transition of using sponsorships on my channel because I have no intention to. I have been offered them. God damn it, I just made that worse. I have been offered sponsorships on my channel before, more than once, and I've turned them down. Like, there have been times where I have been like, I don't want to do a sponsorship, but I'd love to try the product and give it an honest review, and I don't need to be paid for it. I will just do it if I feel like I want to do a review on it. But I can't guarantee a video, and I can't guarantee a positive review. So if you can go with that, then you're good to go. Otherwise, thanks for asking, but nope. Thanks, no thanks. Now, it doesn't mean I'm not going to try and take sponsorships on the podcast, because the podcast is a different animal, and I see those more as radio ads than as commercials. And what I don't like about sponsored content where you're being sponsored to talk about something that has, like, if I got sponsored to talk about something like Audible on my YouTube channel, I still wouldn't do it, but that would be different than being sponsored by, say, Erin Condren, where she's paying me to make a video. Not that they've offered, I'm just saying. That would feel like a conflict of interest. And that's why I'm also not looking to get sponsors of companies like Erin Condren on my podcast, because I don't want there to be a conflict of interest. The only sponsor I'd take on my podcast would be, that's a planner company, would be Krissyanne Designs. And not that I'm saying she's offered, but I would take Kristen as a sponsor because I already work for Kristen. So you guys already know that I fucking love her and I love her shit. So I'm not worried about that. But thank you, Monchel, for the super chat. We got a troll. Sorry, I found the troll. My bad. I didn't even see it because I was too busy rambling. I'm looking to see what's going on. Okay, I probably missed a bunch of questions. I'm sorry. I don't even care. Okay, I'm like lost. Wasn't hateful, just childish? Yeah. So anyway, so that's my feeling on sponsorships. Now, the thing I was going to say where I was kind of going to be talking maybe a little bit of shit, and I don't really want to talk shit because I'm not really in a shit talking place. The shit I was going to talk was that, like, when I see a big YouTube channel that also does a bunch of sponsorships, start a Patreon, part of me wonders, like, you know, there comes a point where I'm like, I understand it's used for smaller creators, especially those who aren't taking sponsorships, but, you know, it feels like there gets to be a point where it's like a little overkill. But then again, there's like people like Philip DeFranco, who's a massive YouTube channel, does get sponsorships, but he has a big organization and he gets demonetized all the time because he reports on the news. So, and then he gets a Patreon, and I'm totally like, whatever. So I'm probably just talking out of my ass here. Don't even worry too much about it. Anyway, the point being is that I don't want to take sponsorships. So I'm not necessarily worried about the transition to taking sponsorships because I don't plan on doing it. So. Anyway. Question follow-up tangent soapbox. How have you seen sponsorships affect other YouTubers, good or bad? That's a good question, and I am going to Janie, I've tried doing that and I don't like it. I like the break, which is just enough to frustrate the fuck out of me. So, okay. I have my question with sponsorships and channels. For one, I understand there's, oh, is this crooked? It is crooked and I don't fucking care at this point. It's not crooked enough. All right, here's the thing. The way I see it. Again, all my opinion. I'm not calling anybody out specifically. I'm just like sharing some things I've observed. The problem, like, there are some YouTubers, this is really funny, because like I have seen some YouTubers have every single video sponsored and nobody cares. And then there's other YouTubers where they have one video sponsored and the world is fucking coming to an end. So I don't understand that like cognitive dissonance there. What I will say is that what bothers me is I prefer videos where the sponsorship is its own thing, much like a podcast. For example, let's say that I was about to do I'm just gonna use me as an example, not that I'm gonna take sponsorships, but like if I was gonna, I would much prefer to be doing a plan with me, have the plan with me be sponsored by, I don't know, fucking IKEA. I say at the beginning, this video is sponsored by IKEA. IKEA is a great place to buy office furniture. Got all my office furniture there, which is true. You know, thanks IKEA for sponsoring this video. And then go into the video that has nothing to do with furniture. It was just like an ad, like a commercial, the same way that like you're watching a show on TV and the commercial has nothing to do with the TV show. It's just a commercial and you know exactly what it is. It is a commercial. And then if you want to shop at IKEA, if that reminds you or whatever, then that's one thing. What I don't like is when videos are made on a topic or with a sponsorship where the video was built for the sponsor. Like the video could be like for a plan with me. This is my new plan with me and I'm planning in my new planner, which is from X planner company that just sent it to me and they're sponsoring this video and now I'm going to plan my week in it. You know, like that I don't like as much because that to me feels a little bit more potentially shady, whether it is or not. So when I see a YouTuber that does sponsorships all the time and the sponsorships start to feel like they're what's driving the content, not supplementing it, like they're building their videos around sponsorships rather than just having them be a commercial in their sponsorships, or what they take if a video's 10 minutes long and the sponsorship part is 5 minutes, especially at the beginning, I get frustrated. So that's something I've seen happen with people and it annoys me. Definitely crooked. So yeah, so those are my thoughts on sponsorships. And like, again, there have been times where somebody has had a this is so crooked. Whoa. No, thank you. I got that one. That was impressive. Like, I love the way Philip DeFranco handles sponsorships. His entire format is built. He does a story. Here's our sponsor. Here's some cool things I found. Here's the rest of the stories. You know when to expect it. It's like a commercial break. He's built it into his style. He's not trying to hide it. He's not trying to make you feel like it's just a natural evolution. Oh, and by the way, this is sponsored. It's just like an ad in the middle of his thing, except instead of a mid-roll ad, he's the one doing it. I prefer that. The troll had a bunch of like sexy links, apparently. Yeah. And sometimes he sponsors himself, or he says he's sponsored by his Patreon. That's what I say on my podcast, because that's currently the sponsor of my show is my patrons, you know? Better if I just lay down stickers and wash these once, no straightening. That actually would be a very subtly obnoxious plan with me. Okay, I need to draw on my lines for my blood pressure. But I love that idea, Janie. That's funny. I have stabbed myself with this palette knife, let's be honest. I'm going to use the Faber-Castell small pen. I used it last week and I really loved it. Yeah, so those are that's my thoughts and feelings on the whole sponsorship thing. So now you know, and if you don't know, now you know. Oh, I can't see for shit. It's gonna be crooked. I divide this up because it's my morning and my evening blood pressure. I found this, putting it in my planner has been the most, what's the word I'm looking for? I have been the most consistent with tracking my blood pressure since putting it in this planner. I'm just saying. When I had it in my bullet journal, I was not. So it's ironic, right? Like a lot of people use bullet journals for trackers. I have found my tracking tends to be more consistent in my Erin Condren than my bullet journal, which is not something I would have expected. All right. Oh, I'm glad you're listening to it. Where's the wave? Well, all this washi tape is from Simply Gilded. How's my sister doing? She's doing great. I actually got to spend a weekend with her a couple weeks ago, and she's doing awesome. It's good to see her looking so good. No stickers, just scrapbook paper. Oh man, that would be heinous. Sally, what do you miss? Black beetle, ew. Jessica, I have used a Filofax planner in the past, and I used a personal size one for a wallet for a while, and it was just too small for my taste. And then I used a A5 size one, still too small. And like I said, I don't like the transients of it, but I have tried it before. All right, I'm gonna start putting the weather in. I'm gonna put it up in this little area here. I'm only gonna do it through Thursday though, so that when I get to Thursday, I can put the rest of the weekend, it'll be more accurate. It's gonna be beautiful this week though. According to the weather, it's gonna be the weather app. It's going to be beautiful, and I'm excited about that because there was some balls hot bullshit at the beginning of this summer, like 110-degree weather, and I'm not here for that crap. I'm so sorry if I missed other questions earlier. I can't scroll back and find them. There's just too much happening in these fucking comments. Hey, Tiara. Weather looks... yeah, I like the weather here. How did I get started with lettering? Well, I've always been interested in it. I would fuck with it all the time in middle school and high school. But professionally, I got hired at Trader Joe's just as a regular crew member, and they needed a new, then there was a point where one of the sign artists had gotten demoted, and so they needed a sign artist, and I had some artistic experience and really great handwriting, so they moved me into the sign room, and that began my journey. I did that for like almost 12 years. 87.56. All right, there's the weather. That does look really cute right there. I really like that right there. Thank you, Amy. What is the recipe for cream cheese tacos? I have that a lot. My kids love it. It's one of their favorites. It is so not healthy. So you put in a crock pot, I'm going to start putting my meal plan, which does not have cream cheese taquitos. Okay, so what you do is you put in a crock pot, you put like 4 chicken breasts. I do a packet of Taco Bell taco seasoning because that's my favorite taco seasoning. Oh, don't knock that over. Ooh. Taco Bell taco seasoning or whatever taco seasoning you want. A brick and a half of cream cheese. And then I forgot how much water. Probably like half a cup of water, maybe 3/4 of a cup. I don't remember how much water. Maybe more than that. You put all that in, run it for like 4 hours on high, shred all of it, let it sit in the crock pot in like it's like all the stuff that's like stir it up and shred it, and then fill up a bunch of like the fajita-sized taco shell, fajita-sized like white tortillas, the flour ones, with some cheese, and then the filling, roll them up, put them in a pan, and then put some more cheese on top, and then bake them for like 20 minutes until they're all crispy and delicious. I'm scrolling. Do I draw the emoji for Krissyanne? I've done a lot of them. I haven't done everything for her though. Did I take art classes in school? Yes, I've taken some in high school and in college, but I did not major in that. I majored in first genetics and then English because organic chemistry kicked my ass. Does the weather forecast not change a lot? Not very often. but it does change enough where it might be the difference between shorts or pants. Advice for lettering calligraphy as a left-handed person. I'm not great at that. The most I can offer you is to put a piece of paper under your hand, but your best bet is to follow somebody like Renmade Calligraphy, who is a left-handed letterer. That would help you more immensely than I could give you. I've tried so hard to give advice to lefties. The biggest advice is to figure out if you're a pusher or a puller and then work with that. But as I'm not left-handed, it's really difficult for me to try and explain certain things to lefties. I've learned that over the years. My most substantial advice for starting a YouTube channel, just start. You're going to suck ass at the beginning. Do it anyway. You'll get better. They are not Mexican at all. No. My cream cheese taquitos are not. They are the whitest white girl whiteness that you could possibly serve. Believe you me. Do I have any fun or interesting college stories? Oh, no. Should I tell them about the babysitter thing, Jess? Did I tell you about the babysitter thing?
The babies.
It wasn't even a long story. Okay. So when I was a freshman in college, my dorm was the party dorm. Like I lived in these high rises, and our dorm floor was known as the party dorm floor. Because there were some dudes on that floor who kept basically an entire bar in their rooms, and our RA, our chaperone dude on the floor, was constantly baked and in his room with his girlfriend, so he never came out and checked on us. Now, I did not drink at all for the first half of my first year of college. I was 17 when I started college because I started school a year early, so I didn't turn 18 till the January of my first year living in the dorm. And I just wasn't interested in drinking. I was kind of nervous about it, so I didn't bother. In this time, I still would go to some of the parties on the floor because I just wanted to hang out with people. And, oh my God, there's more porn. Anyway, so I was sitting I went to this party, and there were these two guys who would go to the parties named Jerry. There was Big Jerry, because he was a big, tall guy. And then there was Little Jerry, who was a little tiny guy. And I am 6'2", so I am not a little tiny guy. I am very tall and large. And I'm sitting there in this room, this dorm room, full of a bunch of drunk-ass assholes being all drunk and ridiculous, as I am completely sober sitting there watching all this. I love observing drunk people when I'm sober. It's fun. And this Little Jerry was super drunk, and he came up to me and he rested his head on my bosom and asked me if he could call me his babysitter. And he followed me around that whole night calling me babysitter. And he's like, as if I stand next to him, he was as tall as my boobs. So it was this little guy trying to put his head on my boobs calling me babysitter.
Yeah, you did tell me.
Yeah.
That story.
It wasn't even that interesting of a story, but that's something that happened to me in college. I got followed around called babysitter while I was dead sober while he was drunk off his ass. If you guys are in top chat instead of live chat, you won't probably see trolls when they show up. Oh, I just got a comment telling me not to cuss anymore on a different video. I'm going to look.
Oh, shit.
Nope, don't care. Oh, P.S. I will just tell you all right now. If you see somebody tell me not to cuss on my videos, don't mess with them. They are fully entitled to their opinion. Hey, I've already got 3 thumbs down. Yay! Okay. So don't go and mess with people who tell me not to cuss. Just leave them alone. Ignore them. I don't want to start shit on my channel. I started enough of that on my own. I don't need help. Anyway, yeah, so that was one of my college stories. I got called babysitter. I'm trying to think if I had any other good ones. I don't really have a lot of good Oh. I don't know. Okay, so Wednesday I have the fajita chicken. Maybe Jamie, and maybe that's why. Okay, fajita. You liked that, right, Jesse?
What?
That fajita style chicken that I did? The chicken with the bell peppers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Chicks. Because chicken is too long of a word. Is your kidney donation set up yet? No, not yet. Advice for starting meal planning. Oh, balls. Okay, here's the thing, Lisa. If you have stuff you make, because this is something I learned with doing this monthly meal plan. If you have stuff you know you like to make a list of it, of stuff you know you like to make that your family likes, whoever you're cooking for likes, that you know you can make, that you don't even have to think about. If you like, for me, if the cream cheese taquitos or other things, make a list of those things, because when you sit down to meal plan, you're going to forget all of them. And also, if you're going to look up recipes to try, like new recipes, then have that done as well ahead of time, so that when you go into the meal planning, you have lists of meals to use. You just have to pick which ones and put them on the days. And it's a lot less likely that you're not going to bother, because it's going to be really easy, as opposed to having to spend the time looking for new meals or remembering what it is you like to cook. So just have it all ready to go. It's the best possible advice I could give you. Jesse keeps coughing. Is he okay? Yeah, he's fine. Any stories I want to share? What pen is this? This is the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen. It shadows. I don't know if you can see it here. It shadows a little bit on the paper. This because I used it last week as well. Like here, you can see it. And then here's where we are. So it shadows a little bit, but I like it. Got it. The T is crossed. It's just barely crossed. All right. Do I use Pinterest to find my recipes? Yeah, often I do. It's just easier that way. It's easier to remember them and save them. Have I seen Come From Away? No. Will I ever go back to vertical planning? I don't know. Not right now, but maybe. I almost did this year. I came very close. But then I decided not to. So, potentially. I don't anticipate changing my planner out this year unless something happens where I like really start to hate it. So, but maybe the next academic year. This is taking for fucking ever. Asparagus. It's like banana. If you're not paying attention, the word just keeps going and going and going. I came very close, very in theme with our trolls today. Yes. You buy a cookbook and you try to do every recipe from it before buying a new one. That is a cool idea. All right, what do we do for Saturday? The berry spinach salad. All right, what do we got next? What do I think is missing from the planner community? Moderation. Not in like moderating comments, but in moderating spending habits. Variety is missing. There is variety, but I feel like there's a lot of samey same with a lot of planner community stuff. Like whether it has to do with different skin tones or different sexual orientations, like when I talked with Keisha about Valentine's Day and finding couples of stickers that represent more than just a heterosexual relationship. Like they could be, you know, gay relationships, lesbians, poly, different relationships, biracial relationships, whatever the case may be, or whether it is different religions, like, you know, finding, like I'm a UU, and finding UU stickers is basically impossible in the planner community. So, you know, variety in that sense. But yeah, that in moderation. Oh, I like that idea, Jennifer. I'll have to check that out. Okay, where am I at? Last one, strip steak and salad. Okay. Do I get sick of the veggie I've picked for the month? Sometimes. Yeah, Buddhist stickers, Hindu stickers. You know, there's not a lot of Jewish stickers, pagan stickers. I know there's a market for pagan. I know that there's like a certain few shops that do pagan stickers, but like, you know, it's just, and that's one of many. You know, I'm a parent of a non-binary kid, so finding stickers for kids that aren't gendered, you know, that's hard. You know what the planner community is full of, though? Fuckery. Okay, now I gotta start working on my actual plans. Unitarian Universalist is my church I go to. It's more focused on what we do in the world and who we are in the world versus like what's going on, you know, like whether there's a God or not. Basically, it's a really, really fast way to explain it. I'm looking. What are my thoughts about One Book July? Dude, I don't even know what the fuck is One Book July. Like, I don't use enough planners to begin with to feel like I need to reduce them for 1 month. I think that's silly for me. So that's not something I guess I'm necessarily interested in. All right. What are we doing? I got to figure. So I guess I only have room here for one top thing because I want to use munchkins. They're not going to fit more than one in here. So we're just going to have to pick one from each of my lists to give me the focus. Maybe it should just be book every single time here. Bye, Tanya. Have I ever been interested in creating stickers like for my own shop? That's a big fuck no. Too much work. Oh, hey, Jamie, I'm glad you were able to check in. I'm thinking about that, Michael. Non-binary is that, I mean, Beck, maybe you can explain it better than I could. Non-binary, the way my kid explained it to me is that they don't identify as either male or female. They just identify as themselves. Like, they sometimes wear skirts and sometimes don't wear skirts, and they don't always, sometimes they feel dysphoric and don't want to make their boobs smaller, and other days they don't really care that much. Like, it's, for them, it's more important about being them rather than being identified as one gender or the other. God damn it. I got it. And it is very different for everyone, yes. Okay, let's see here. What do we got going on this week? So, Monday, I have 2 patron posts that have to go up. I have a therapist appointment. I'll need it after today's trolls. And I need to go to the grocery store, and I need to work on the book, and then there's a delivery coming that I need to take as well. So, Yeah, I don't understand One Book July. Like, if somebody could explain what the fuck the point of One Book July is, I would love to know. Because I don't really get it. It's not really my thing. So I think I'll put my appointment here because that's the one place I have to be somewhere at a specific time. So I'm going to do that. Do I have a doctor? Ooh, I could use one of my self-help stickers. I'm going to use this one that says, didn't pretend I was okay, because that is a big part of seeing a therapist. And I'm going to need it this week as I go in, get ready for my surgery and finishing this damn book. One Book July is basically an excuse to redo your planner for giggles. Oh, I don't even know. What the fuck does that even... Oh, god damn it. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Putting everything into one book and using one pen. Oh, fuck that. I'm not doing that. I like my system. I don't have any like issues with planner piece or whatever, so I'm fine doing what I'm doing. Diane, I feel inspired to do something small, positive for the community of the chronic pain condition I have. Any thoughts on ways to identify where I want to put my efforts? Ask them. Is there Facebook groups or something for the condition that you have? Ask. You never know what somebody might say. Yeah, Body, like your book is one book the year around. My couple of books are the same books the year round. Seems like I need a moderator today. That's right. I do. Hey, Jess, do you want to be a moderator today? I've got a lot of people posting porn links in my comments.
Huh?
Or are you in the middle of WoW?
I am. What's up?
What yellow polish do I have on? It's the coconut nail strips. I got them at Walmart. What do I use my with my old planners that are years old? I have them on a bookshelf in the garage right now, so I can go reference them. Okay, Kristen, you're a moderator. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Get rid of the trolls. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. So if you're going to go power crazy, tell people that first. Is he doing the Nagitar Mechagon stuff? Yeah, probably. I need to get into Nagitar today because I'm never going to fly. I'm never going to fly. I've got so much fucking work to do in WoW, and I've got so much regular work to do. I'm never going to goddamn be able to fly in Battle for Azeroth. Oh, the rest of the Simply Gilded stickers? I'll use some of them. I won't use all of them, but I'll use some of them. How did I get into Erin Condren? I saw it on a blog way back in the day. I think the blog was iHeart Organizing. All right, there's that one. Sweet, I got that in. Yay! Phenomenal cosmic power, Kristen. I made Kristen Jess. I made Kristen a moderator, and she said phenomenal cosmic power. Itty bitty living space. Whoa, Kristen, that one I defer to you. I do go for pets, and wow, that's one of my favorite things. What was I using before EC? I tried making my own in Word, and it was some raw bullshit. This was back in like 2012, 2013. How did Kristen and I, excuse me, I'm going to burp. How did I meet Kristen? That's through PGW. You feel like playing is marketed towards white Christian women. That's why there's a lack of... No, you're not wrong, dude. I have the same thought, Gina. Like, there is nothing wrong with being a white Christian woman, but absolutely a lot of the planner shit is marketed towards that demographic. And it's funny because there is so much buying power in other demographics as well that it seems short-sighted to only market to one specific audience. It's like the people that you would expect to scrapbook, which again is not true. Scrapbookers came from all walks of life, but that was like the stereotypical scrapbooker. That's who a lot of the planner shit's marketed to. And I feel like it is, there's a lot of money being left on the table. Like purely from a capitalist, which I am not really... Purely from a capitalistic standpoint, there is so much money being left on the table. These comments are like intense today. The first planners you came across are the Traveler's Notebooks. Kristen, are you hiding user on this channel or just deleting comments? Just hide the user on this channel. Okay. All right. So what else do I have to do on Monday? Let's see here. Okay, grocery store fee. Okay, so patron posts, to do. Maybe I should put a to-do list on Monday because there's a lot of like little things that have to get done on Monday. So we'll do this today. Remember, important. Oh, those emails too that I got to send. Yes. So that's what we're going to start with. Does this sticker work? Yes. Gaga. Okay. So we'll put this here. I'm going to make a list of all the things. But I think I want to grab one of Kristen's lists because this list is too short. This is only 4 items. Well, oh my God. Oh no, ripping the paper. Okay. I'm going to grab something from here, I think. One of these longer ones. Pink. It's not blue. Pink. It's not red and not white. Do you have any advice for peeling stickers that are paper thin and not pre-cut out? I guess using your scissors. I don't know, dude. Obviously, I'm having trouble with that right now. Whew. Okay, hold on. Do I use planning as a stress relief? Yes. Well, sort of. So, the decorating, this setup is absolutely calming for me. Knowing that I've kind of looked at my week and tried to, at the very least, think about it ahead of time is calming for me. Sometimes when I'm sitting down for the day and making my list and organizing my day, it actually adds to my stress when I think about everything I have to get done. But generally speaking, I feel like I'm a little bit more in control when I think about things. Okay, who were those 3 emails I had to send? Remember I told you I need to write them down? And then the 2 patron posts. All right, there's that list. And then the other things on that day are grocery store and working on the book. So we'll put book right here, nice and big, nice and thick. Actually, it's not that thick. It's kind of skinny. I'll look at the comments in a second. I don't want to misspell the word book. Okay. I'm scrolling and looking. Why is July and June beach themed in all sticker book sheets? Yeah, dude, I get that too, Claudia. Like, cause there's some people where they're on the opposite end of the world from that. So I don't know, man, because that's what they're marketing towards. But yeah, you can mention names of Etsy stores in the chat. I don't give a fuck. Well, Kristen's moderating. She might be like, nope. I'm just kidding. She wouldn't do that. I'm scrolling here and just trying to figure some shit out. Oh, I said your name right? Yay! Book? I saw that, Kim. Okay. I think I've looked at everything I want to look at. I think. If I missed something, I apologize. Thank you for the explanations about what book July. That's a big nope for me. Big nope. Nobody nope nope. Okay, I know I have a grocery shopping sticker somewhere that I could use, and I don't know where it is. I don't know where shit is. I just reorganized all my stickers, and I don't know where any of them are. I don't know if I want to use the ones Martha of Munchkin. The problem I run into, I love Munchkins. The problem I run into with them is if they don't match my color scheme, like these don't match my color scheme, then I don't want to use them. I want to use something else. I know I've got some... Hold on. Hold up. I think I have an idea. Where is it? One of these. No, I don't want to use that. Wait, yes I do. No, wait, no I don't. No, yes I do. No, wait, no I don't. Wait, maybe? Do I want to? One of these. Does this match? Yeah. So put this here. And then I'll I like being matchy-matchy. It's not a problem. It is a good thing to match if that's what you like. If you don't like your planner being matchy-matchy, then you don't have to. There we go. Look at that. And then the Sakura Micro Perm is what I've been using on Kristen stickers. So we got grocery store. And that basically fills up Monday. I did not pay anybody to plug my book. I didn't even know that it was on Amazon at first. When all of that was first starting, I was watching Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom with Jesse on the couch. Like, oh, thank you, Bernie. Like, Kristen texted me and was like, dude, somebody found your book on Amazon. It's all over Facebook. And I went and I was like, oh, fuck. I had no idea. Like, you guys haven't, I was like about to burst into tears. Like, it means a lot to me. And my patrons who were at Go Wild with me know that it's entirely possible to make this hard ass bitch cry, because they made me cry in front of like 30 of them on the steps at Go Wild, and I started crying. So it is possible, but I got very overwhelmed. And I mean, to be fair, right now I'm super overwhelmed to begin with, so that didn't change anything. This is going to be the longest fucking plan with me. Okay, Tuesday. Is your surgery for a kidney transplant? No, not yet. It's for my fistula, my AV fistula, to get that ready for dialysis in case I need to do that. Not for transplant yet. What do we got? Tuesday, I have so this is going to be an interview for the podcast, and then I need to work on the book, do some filming, ideally, if possible, run laundry, and my inbox. All right. So I'm going to put book across the bottom because I'm going to need to work on that. This is just going to be book as fuck this week. As a matter of fact, I'm going to write that. Book. That's not what I wanted to do, but whatever. It's okay. We all go a little mad once in a while. We watched the Vince Vaughn Psycho yesterday. I don't know why Jesse turned it on. I can't vouch for his fucking insanity when he did that, but that movie, I don't understand the point of it. Like, they fucking just redid the Alfred Hitchcock. They just did shot for shot the Alfred Hitchcock. Like, what the fuck is the point of that? I don't even know. Sorry, that was a tangent, but every time you take a drink of your Dr. Pepper, a troll gives you some porn. What's my GFR right now? 22. Will left-handed folks be able to use my book? It's not a brush lettering book. Left-handed folks will be just fine using my book. I do need to drink something. You're right. I'm almost done with this hard cider. And water. I've got water too. I'm being responsible. Okay, book as fuck. Am I going to be able to fit this? Am I going to lose lettering chicken? Yes, I probably am. Maybe I should put that in my book. Lettering chicken. Definition. When you think you've got your lettering and then you don't. Book as... But you know the way to not lose lettering chicken? Go to the cursive. Cursive can save your anus when it comes to lettering chicken. The problem is when you're doing one long word, the time I've lost lettering chicken the most when I was working at Trader Joe's was when I was writing words like watermelon or strawberries. There ain't no way to really do that and not fuck it up if you fuck it up. I could do book AF, but I wanted to write actual fuck. Book as, here we go, we'll make it even better. Actual fuck. There you go. Book as actual fuck. It is not almost over. I'm only on Tuesday. Saying some little situations here. I could define situation in my book. Situation. Anything Cindy wants it to be. Book as fuck. As actual fuck. Okay. Yeah, of course you're still allowed to pre-order it. I'm not even done with it yet. That's why I'm finishing it this week. My new favorite quote, cursive can save your anus. You appreciate that one, Jesse?
Yeah, it's good. You get that one written out in nice letters on the wall somewhere.
Like a motto? Okay, so Tuesday, the interview. I need a podcast sticker. I know I've got podcast stickers. Where? There's a link in the description for the book. Interview. What time is the interview? 10 a.m. All right. And then what else we got? Inbox and laundry. And I might leave the rest of it kind of blank in case I have more stuff to do that day, which we need to learn how to make. Well, you're going to learn how. The thing is, okay, here's the thing with my book. And this is something that I actually had to learn to work within the construct of, because this was something that was a little bit weird. They want to translate this book into other languages. And so one of the things they asked me was to not use words when so I use mainly alphabets, because that way I don't have to redo everything for a translation into, say, German. So it was a little awkward. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little awkward to like figure that out. But I think it came out good. But the whole reason was so that they could be inclusive of different languages when they translated the book. So there is no... So of course you could learn to letter beautiful cuss words with it. You could learn to letter whatever fucking words you want to. But I won't letter any cuss words in it because I don't letter any actual words in it. It's all alphabets. And I put alphabet letters together. You'll see when you see it. But like... It's just, that was the, one of the restriction, like one of the kind of parameters that got put on me that was a little bit weird for me to get the hang of at first. So I'm going to put C+J here to do our laundry. How is your washi storage situation since the big organizing? It's relatively okay. It's a little bit hurly-burly, just a little bit. Who's my publisher? I have a couple different ones. I'm working through Quarto Publishing in the UK. They're a craft book publisher. And I have different publishers in different countries. But the publisher I'm working with is Quarto. Hey, Christy. Let's see here. Laundry and then inbox. It's going to be a major fucking thing because my inbox, if I owe you an email, you aren't the only one. Let's just put it that way. Let's be honest here. Inbox. And then I'll leave a space for anything else that happens to come up. How am I storing my stickers? Most of them are in binders or in these little, these little albums. What was the hardest thing about writing a book? Actually sitting down and working on it. There are times where it's not hard, and there are other times where even though I knew what I was going to write, because the whole book is planned out. I laid the whole book out. Every chapter, like what I was going to be doing, was all laid out in advance. I just had to like do it. And there were times where I would just be looking at it and thinking like, fuck, I don't want to even write about that right now. And so that's for me, like getting over that has been the hardest thing, and trying to keep track of everything and like as the process has gone on, because remember it's a lettering book, it's not like a book that's mostly words, so it's a lot of drawing, a lot of artwork. Just staying on top of everything, keeping everything organized has been really rough too. Okay. Am I going to continue the planners on YouTube planner video? Yes, I will eventually, but not right now. What does my family think of my book? They think it's cool. My family is pretty supportive. They're very supportive. Okay, so Wednesday, I have a patron live. I have a call at 4 p.m. I need to do a lot of filming on Wednesday. And I think I'm going to do a vlog on Wednesday. I think I'm going to vlog on Wednesday. I'm not sure yet, but I think I'm going to vlog. So on the 10th, I'm going to put my patron live. And then, why do I have to wait till March? It's not written yet. It's still being written. That's why. All right, Maria. Grab a little this, my patron live. And then up here, I need to do a, have I watched the new season of Stranger Things? We actually haven't wound up watching it yet. Ugh. Hey, Jesse, do you have a moment to step away from the computer?
I do.
Will you get me another Angry Orchard? There's another one in the fridge in here. It just needs to be opened with a bottle opener. Thank you. I cannot show a sneak peek yet. Oh, hi, Mark. All right. Where am I at? Fuck, guys, I just need to take the glasses off for a second. Can I be real? Can I, like, be really real with you right now? Can I speak some of my feelings right now? Can I be real? Oh, thank you, Maggie. Can't be real, but first I'll answer Nikki's question. Nikki, the publisher, contacted me. I don't think I would have had the nerve to reach out to a publisher. Okay, I'm gonna speak my truth. I'm fucking stressed out right now. I'm gonna burp too. Oh, excuse me. Here, I'll give you this one. All right, here. This is Gorby. Gorby, this is the Gorby warning that I'm gonna give you some of my thoughts. Here's the Gorby warning. I'm gonna put Gorby right here. You see, like what RJ referred to as the bird shit on George W. Bush's head, because apparently this is George W. Bush, not Gorbachev. Here's the Gorby warning. I am stressed out. Let me show you here. I'm gonna show you. So this is this week, right? This is tomorrow. This is this week. I give a sermon on this day. My surgery is on this day. So in an ideal world, all of my shit's going to be sent to them by this day. It has to be, because I'm going to be recovering from surgery and I can't count on the fact that I'll be able to do any more work up till the end of the month. So that gives me this time to get everything done. And I am fucking stressed out right now. Yeah, like that's my real talk, is that, like, you know, I'm excited about giving my sermon. Giving a sermon always makes me feel really great. Like, it just gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. So the sermon itself is not stressing me out. The writing of it is, but the actual sermon isn't. So don't get me wrong about that. But yeah, I am stressed out. I just wanted you guys to know that, because as I'm filling this week out and I'm writing a book, it looks all cute, but underneath this cuteness is fuck, is where I'm at right now. And people are like, don't cuss. I have to. It gets out some of my stress. So, get some headspace. All right. Okay, so Patreon Live. So filming, vlogging, call. All right. I'm not going to really work on the book on Wednesday because Wednesday needs to be a filming day. So what I think I will do is, what did I do last week to make it look cool? I didn't put any filming. Edit hell of shit. All right. I'm going to do some washi tape. Let's do that. Let's grab some of this situation here. You know, I work better under pressure too, but there's pressure and then there's like Instant Pot on my face. Oh, don't forget, I did put laundry. It's right there. I have Instant Pot levels of pressure. I have the, if you don't do the quick release and you open it, everything's going to explode in your face kind of pressure going on right now. I like this holographic color. That's sexy as fuck. Okay, let's grab this thing. How to human when you are stressed. If only I knew. Okay. All right, that's there. So I'm gonna put film. I like using the washi tape sometimes to show a period of time because I think it's pretty. Pretty. I just can't wait for this book and this surgery and everything. Like, I like writing the book, but I'm ready to be done with writing it and, like, move into whatever comes next. Like, I'm ready for that. I'm ready for a new challenge. This challenge has gotten a little too challenging. Let's just put it that way. Kristen, you are doing good with your management of the trolls. All right. Will there be a replay of this? Yes, it will just be available on the channel afterwards. Okay. Film! That's my new voice. I'm going to use this for the rest of the plan with me. Film. Phone call. Vlog. Ooh, I wonder if there's a sticker that I want to use for this. No. Here? Question mark? No. Nope. Not a fucking chance. Okay. What is my favorite planner size? Size matters. Are you playing Dr. Beaker? Yes, I actually like this size, the 7x9 style size, like the slightly bigger than A5 size. If I had the room, I would love a planner. Like, I don't feel like I need it, but if I was going to try and put everything in one, I would want a planner the size, like a letter sheet paper size, kind of like because I like to do so much lettering, and I have, like, when I write normally, I have big handwriting. I like a bigger planner. Smaller planners are, like, stressful to me. What kind of book am I writing? It's a lettering book, specifically geared towards planners and journaling. Everybody's size preference is different. This is true. Size matters. Okay. So I got that in. And now I need vlog, phone call. Phone call. An etiquette book? Yeah, right. Yeah. How to be an embarrassment to your family when you go to restaurants. That's the kind of book I could write. Jesse on the regular is like, keep it down, Cindy. Cindy, stop it. Because I am fucking ridiculous. Okay, there's my phone call. Did I choose my wellness planner? I did. It'll be showing up in the channel. There's a video going up this week. All right, and then vlog, question mark? Maybe I'll even just write that. There we go. Vlog. The art of cussing. The art of cussing. Okay. Thursday. I need to do some editing. I need to work on the book. I have another call at 5:30, and I want Jesse and I to have a date night. Because that would be majestic. So we'll do the phone call. Here. And then the book editing, edit hella shit. We're going to bring that back. We're bringing that back because that is what I got to do. Using politically tinged nesting dolls in live YouTube videos with Cindy. That's my next book. What are we gonna do? 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 Fuck, this is taking 85 years. Thursday is the day I really want to try and finish all of the work on the book and then just do the last touches on Friday. Finish writing book is what I'm going to write here. Do the actual writing and then do any final touch-ups before sending it off on Friday. So I'm going to devote a big sticker to this. And then what else am I going to grab? I'm going to grab another sticker. I need like something else to emphasize this shit. Today. This says today. That'll work. Today. How about important? We'll do important. No, we have an important on here already. How about remember? No, we'll do important. I don't know if there's any more political nesting dolls, but that is an interesting question. I bet there is. Important. Finish book. There's kids outside, and they're not my kids, which makes it awesome, as long as they don't try and come to my house and sell me anything. And that will be not so awesome, because go bark up another tree. I'm busy. Go away, baitin'. What movie is that? Finish book. Hey, Wimberly. I'm waiting for somebody who recognizes my movie reference. Go away, baitin'. What does the publisher do once you send it to them between now and the release date? Well, first of all, I'm not actually designing the book. I am writing the content, creating the artwork, but there is a designer who is laying the pages out for the best possible, like to make them appropriate for the book. So I give them all of the stuff and like an idea of how I want it, and then they have a designer actually handle the the design part. There's also an editor and a copyright, like a copy editor and a content editor who are going over it to. I'm giving this some extra hoo-ha to make it really obvious that this needs to happen. Oh, good. Thank you, Erin. Somebody got my Idiocracy reference. Anyway, so yeah, so they have somebody going over all of that and any revisions. Then once all of the content is done with the book, then it goes to once it's all been figured out, the cover and all the pieces are all done, then it has to go to the manufacturers to actually make the books. Then it has to get sent to all of the various places. The publishers I'm working with will sell it online, as you guys saw, but also prefer to be in stores. And so they have to get ready to go to like trade shows and shit. So there's a bunch of like behind the scenes bullshit. Plus there's certain seasons, I guess, when books come out. So they want to make sure it's coming out around the time that is most conducive to it doing well. All right, finished book. I feel like this F is not very obviously an F though. Let's make this a little bit more F. There we go. Finished book. Okay. Besides that, what else do we have? Finish the book. And then I have to edit and then date night. So we'll put edit here. I'm afraid to touch that. It's all moist. We're going to come back to Thursday because I'm worried about smearing that. Okay. It is what plants crave. Thank you, Nikki. Yeah, we do have to fit an eggplant in there somewhere, but I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. Jesse's not getting... Well, I was going to say he's not getting dick, but that's not really how it works. He just gave me this look like, the fuck? Jesse's not getting dick this week. When the book is finished and the sermon is finished, then he stands a higher chance. The eggplant may be released. The Kraken might get released on like Saturday night. That's about all he can hope for. Unless I have to relieve some stress, and then he needs to be prepared. The area needs to be prepared. Moist? Why is everybody saying moist? What the fuck? Where is the... Before or after the Patreon chat? What about during? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, because I said moist? I said moist? What the fuck did I say moist? Oh, I get it, because the sticker was moist. Never mind. Okay. I'm fucking losing it. Okay. No, I know moist is one of those words. I can't stand that word. I'm just fucking lost at this point. Don't pay. People hate the word cake. Cake is a beautiful word. Okay. Friday. I have to write the sermon on Friday. I got to get the book stuff scheduled off, sent off. I'm going to schedule next week, do some podcast editing, and inbox zero. So Friday's going to be like an administrative day. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at, I think, send the book shit here. Like get it all sent off, I think, is the big thing on Friday, is to get everything sent to my publisher. So, send book shit. There we go. Now, the rest of the day, I need to write the sermon. Right. Should I write the motherfucking sermon on here and get more people on Instagram mad at me? Should I do that? Every time I write fucking sermon. Anytime I write sermon in conjunction with fuck, I hear about it. Every goddamn time. You're not saying a very good example for all the Christians. Well, I'm not fucking Christian! Sorry, that was loud. That was my stress coming out. I apologize in advance for blowing your headphones out. I'm sorry. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Right. As an inappropriately small reminder. Well, this is the big enchilada. This is just like the fucking, if this is like the orgasm, then this is like the secondary orgasm that you have later in the shower when you're using a loofah. Not that that's ever happened to me or not. Don't give me that look, Jesse. I'm sorry you're not feeling good, Katie. Have I decided if I'm going to continue using Post-its? I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking about putting more sticky on the back and turning them into repositionable stickers like somebody suggested. I'm not sure yet though. Right, we're going to do it. Right the fucking... This isn't gonna fit. I'm gonna hella lose. Okay, we're gonna like super have to skinny letter this. Because this shit ain't fitting. That's a poem. I'm a poet and I don't know it. My favorite poet. Can anybody guess my favorite poet? I've said it before. So if you already know the answer, don't answer. I have 2 favorite poets. I love them both. Does anybody guess my favorite poet? Poe? No. Keats? No. Lettering chicken. Browning, yep, Claudia got one of them. E.E. Cummings is one of my, and T3 got the other one, Sylvia Plath. E.E. Cummings and Sylvia Plath are my 2 favorite poets. E.E. Cummings, I absolutely love the way that he not only has beautiful poetry that he's written, but that the structure of the poem is just as important as the words of the poem, and it blows my mind. And one of his poems is my favorite poem since Feeling This First. It makes me cry without, like, every time I read it, it makes me cry. And then Sylvia Plath, her poetry is just so visual and gorgeous, and sure, some of it's really fucking creepy or like messed up because of her headspace when she wrote it, but like I love the imagery that she creates in her poetry. And his name is Cummings. Yes, Weird Al is my favorite contemporary poet. Have Jesse's voiceover be unrelated, name this movie but wrong answers only kind of thing. That would be funny. Okay, so I'm gonna put date night right here. I'm gonna turn my planner and put like this. I need to edit as well on Thursday, but let's be honest. I don't think I'm going to have time. Depending on how much book shit I get done, if I want to finish my book on Thursday, that's the priority. Editing can be if I have any extra time. I'm going to burp again. Oh, excuse me. Well, I'm glad you made it, Stormy. I got 7 dislikes so far. I wonder if they're all from the porno people or if some of them are also from people who don't appreciate my writing the fucking sermon. Because I know there's people who hate that. I wish people would just tell me when they're going to dislike it, because then I can at least know who they are and remember for my basket of grudges. Because otherwise I just have to pretend I know who it is. And there's no fun in holding a grudge, holding a pretend grudge. Loki is asleep. He is like passed out in the cat tree. Okay, I'm going to actually draw a tiny little eggplant on date night to represent the miniature chances Jesse has of actually getting some on date night. There. He gets a miniature eggplant for his miniature chances. Basket of Grudges, name of my sex tape. Have I ever played Elder Scrolls? No. Okay. Okay, write the fucking sermon. What else do we got? Send book shit, write the fucking sermon. And then I need to schedule next week. Edit the podcast. I do need to edit that podcast. And inbox 0, which is probably the least likely to happen. I wonder if this will fit. Actually, no. Nope. What I want is this one. Nope. Ooh, Kristen, I'm using the repositionable stickers now. They're sexy as fuck. Okay, here we go. We'll write this. We'll write my inbox 0. These are like the 2 administrative tasks. So I'll just put them there. And then, not an itchy. My boobs are itchy. Why are my boobs itchy? Why am I telling you my boobs are itchy? Have I ever played any of the, no. The only real video game I have played on the regular since like way back in the day when I played Perfect Dark and Ocarina of Time on the Nintendo 64 is World of Warcraft. Like, I haven't played very much video games at all other than that. No, my period's not coming. It just ended. I could use the repositional stickers for the meal plan. That's an idea. I think my boobs are itchy because it's hot and like my bra's like, why am I not off yet? But I'm still wearing it because we've had enough sexiness in this chat. Okay. Edit the podcast. Edit. And I have to write this because the podcast I need to edit is number 69, dude. Just like in Bill and Ted. Edit 69, dude. Anxiety causes itchiness. That makes sense. Because I'm itchy as fuck. And yes, Bill and Ted is my... 69. By the way, the 69th podcast is not actually for a couple of weeks, but I have it already recorded. It's an interview. And I want to get it edited so that it's ready to go so that I don't have to worry about it while I'm recovering. Technically, 69 is not for another couple of podcasts. So, not to get you all excited. 69 is coming in a couple weeks. I think it's end of July, question mark? Something like that. All right. I am excited about Bill and Ted coming back. I'm not sure how I feel about it, and it's gonna be sorely missing George Carlin, but I am excited about the idea that I love Bill and Ted. So, tell me I have a guest on podcast. I do have a guest. I don't know what kind of guest you're implying. Okay, Saturday. There's actually a lot going on Saturday too. I have to revise my sermon. I have a patron hangout that night, and then there's a family thing for Jesse's company that day. I think we're going to probably wind up washing our sheets that day too, but it's going to be hard, so that's what she said. But I can use some of these watermelon stickers for that though, so give me a second here. So this is going to be a patron hangout. Is there any booze? There is booze. My gird. Okay, I'm going to take a booze sticker here, and I'm going to use that for my patron hangout because I'm going to fucking need it. Assuming that my sermon is done, I'm going to be drinking with my patrons on Saturday night. I won't be drinking Patron because that would just make me barf, but... Have I felt more artistic and stuff working on the book? Actually, a little bit, yeah. Bye, Elizabeth. A solo 69 is just 6 or 9. Yeah. I do have a guest. It's funny, though. I don't think I would ever peg that guest for being like the 69 kind of guest. It just happens to work out that way. Hey, Deb, I'm sorry you were visiting a friend in the I'm sorry your friend's in the hospital. The other guy is Alex Winters. The guy who plays Bill S. Preston Esquire is Alex Winters. I know these things because apparently I can't remember my kids' names, but I can remember a bunch of useless bullshit. Okay. Revised sermon, wash sheets, and then the family thing. So where's some washi tape? We'll use this big fatty boom batty washi tape. The patron hangout is for the $15 and up patrons, and we do a hangout on Zoom. So we're all like visible, or maybe not visible if you don't turn your camera on, but we're all in there. It's not just me talking. We all talk. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. It's one of my favorite things I do on Patreon. I also do live streams and shit with all of the patrons, but the patron hangout that I always reference in my plan with me's is specifically the hangout I do once a week with my $15 and up patrons. And I'm going to take a watermelon here, right here, and then we'll write down the I don't even know if you can read that, but it's okay, I can read it. Don't feel like an imposter, Pamela. You're fucking great in the hangouts. Okay, random question. I'm not Christian, don't believe in God. How do you feel about people praying for you? I don't care. I mean, I do care, as in the sense that I appreciate the thoughts. I understand where it comes from. So I don't mind it. It doesn't really, it used to bother me. I used to get like offended and annoyed by it. But now, honestly, I appreciate the thoughts. As long as you're not praying for me because of my language or something, then I'm like, fuck you. But if you're praying for me because you're like sending good thoughts my way, hell yeah, I'll take all the good thoughts I can take. Is the Zoom thing a forever thing? Group video chat is so not your thing. Nikki, you can join it and just stay not video and join in the actual chat. I do record them. I'm not always great at posting them. Yeah. As long as it's not passive aggressive, I don't care. If it's honest, you're just trying to send good healing thoughts or good whatever thoughts my way. However you do that, whether it's prayers or whether it's I'm sending you good vibes or doing some fucking kind of woo-woo karma my way, I will take all the good thoughts I can regardless of how you send them. Just don't pray for me in a way that is like, oh, you heathen. Kristen does join without video a lot. It gives us, yeah, Jess, it gives us an opportunity to just sit down and like have like kind of like fun grown-up time without having to leave the house. That's one of the reasons I like the hangouts. I'm not trying to like pimp them out. I honestly love them. They are one of my favorite things during the week because it's just nice to sit down and chat with people. Can I do a video going all my patron info? Sure. I've done one before, but it's out of date. So maybe at some point. Blueberry, strawberry, or raspberry? Strawberry. Pamela, I'm a weird, awkward person. I'm going to get better about muting people when they're not talking just because I think that sometimes we get the weird crackly shit during the hangouts and it's a little bit off-putting, which is nobody's fault. It's just the way things go. I just got to get better at moderating that. Will Jesse be updating post-surgery? Yes, he will be. Oh, I'm so sorry you got a ticket today, Katie. Yeah, no, each person can mute themselves, Nikki, but I have control over it, and I'm not... I could also set it to automatically mute people when they come in and just ask people... Maybe I'll do that this next week. I'll just say everybody's starting off as muted, and if you want to unmute yourself to talk, just make sure to mute yourself when you're done, and that'll save a lot of the background noise. So maybe I'll work on that. Remind me when I make the post this week. Anyway... I will talk about the patron shit at some point, just not right now. Yeah, some people don't realize, and some people don't know that it's their microphone that's causing issues, maybe because of something else going on in their house or whatever. I don't want to make anybody feel like they're silent, so if I just set the standard that everybody is muted, and if you want to say something, just unmute yourself and then remute yourself, it'll cut down on a lot of the background noise. Live stream surgery. Damien, I can't do that! Is there a push to talk option? Maybe. I can't bring a camera in there. Absolutely, Nikki. You know me. I'm always down for feedback. Give me the fucking feedback. You throw it at me. You throw feedback at me like money at a stripper. Sweaty dollars of feedback at my sweaty balls. All right. Yes, Jesse. I hope you just got an image. You don't have to have a mic. You can just talk in the chat. Okay. Where am I at? Revised sermon. That's the big thing I have to do this day, is revise. And I told my patrons already, I was like, you need to fucking be on my ass. Ask me when I come in for the hangout, if my sermon is not revised, then I'm in trouble, because it needs to be revised. I set myself, when I was looking at the week, I was like, I need to just say before we go to the thing for Jesse's work, I just need to revise it then. Because basically what I do when I write a sermon is I write it the day before, like not the day before I give it, but like I write it and then I kind of sit on it overnight. Not literally. It's not like I print it out and then stick it under my sweaty ass or anything. No. I sit on it and then read it to Jesse and then think about it, and then I come back to it the next day once I have some distance from it, and then I'll go through and like revise it if I need to. And so it shouldn't be that hard to revise it. I'm just going to have to make sure to set the time aside for it in the morning before we go, because then I can enjoy myself the rest of the day if I know that the sermon is ready to go. If the sermon and the book are both ready to go, then the only other thing I'm going to be worried about is finishing up whatever other shit I need to edit and get uploaded before my surgery. And of course, drinking the nasty surgery drink, which is the nastiest drink of nastiness in the entire fucking world. It's so nasty. And not getting to take a shower. Taking a shower and then wiping yourself with those surgery wipes, they just make you feel sticky and gross, which just negates the whole shower in the first place. But then you don't get to take another shower because you've used the fucking antiseptic wipes. And so then you're feeling nasty, and then you can't take a shower for a couple days afterwards, and it's just a pile of nastiness. And can you tell that I hate this part? Like, I love showering. Showerings are my happy time. And so the nastiness that I feel when I'm getting surgery is like annoying as shit. It just moistens you. The drink is, yeah, no, the bottle of stuff I've heard I'll get, the day I get a transplant, I'll get the bottle of stuff and the wipes. But for this surgery, I just get the wipes. The drink is like some, oh, hold on, we'll get it. Give me a second. Ow! I have it already. It's nasty is what it is. Nasty fucking drink. Ow! Just tripped over Jesse's shoe. I have my whole bag of instructions and stuff. Here we go. This is my surgery stuff. I have the wipes, the chlorhexidine gluconate cloth, patient preoperative skin preparation, and then this fucking drink is so gross. Clear fast. White grape. Tastes like anus. It's so nasty. I am not allowed to have contrast, Amanda. Once you, this is like a glucose drink because I'm going to have to be fasting. They give it to you so you don't feel like crap during the surgery. The contrast they don't give me because of my kidney function. Once your kidney function goes low enough, you're actually not supposed to have contrast again because it can put you into it can put you into like kidney failure hardcore and like screw you up. How do I know what ass tastes like? There are some questions I will not answer. Okay. Jesse. All right, so revise sermons and then wash sheets. This is the other thing I need to put on here. I'm going to do the teal color. Where is that? The green color, maybe. That goes right back to Jesse getting the D. Wash sheets. And hopefully that's all I'm going to do that day. Because goddamn, dude. That does sound nasty, Nikki. No, I don't want that either. Use it, Pamela. Use your shit. Okay, Sunday. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. What do we have? We have, I'm giving a sermon. Woohoo! I have to be at the church at 9 a.m. that morning. The sermon's at 10, but I'm getting there at 9 because I need to run. I'm singing For Forever from Dear Evan Hansen because the sermon's about lying. And if you've seen Dear Evan Hansen, then you know that For Forever, while it is a gorgeous song, it is all a complete fucking bullshit lie, which is how I'm gonna sing that and then go right into the sermon. And I got to run through it with our pianist. So I'm going at 9. My sermon's at 10. I need to go to the grocery store. And then the other thing I have on my list is to send some snail mail off that I have been like putting off for like a month and a half because I fucking suck. So just getting it ready to go so I can drop it off at the post office on Monday. So, and I'm going to leave the rest of it blank so that I can just, you know, not like cry. Because if at that point, if I had given my sermon and sent all the book shit off, the two major puppies in like the way of my peace of mind are going to be done. And then I can just wrap up whatever's left and just spend the rest of Sunday relaxing so that Monday I can get some more work done to lead into my surgery. Give my pianist a sandwich. The show is fantastic, Jane. I did not come out of it pitying Evan. I came out of it like super resonating with his mom. I was like, why you being such a dick to your mom? Like, okay, so I'll just write that nice and big. And I'll put the rehearsal time here so that, because that's the when I'm actually going to have to arrive at the church versus when the stuff starts. Am I still stressed as fuck? Yes. Juicy Fly plans. I actually cuss a lot, so that's one of the things that you get from my channel. If that is not something you're interested in, that's totally fine. You can still stick around. But if it is not, then I highly recommend. There are several other planner channels where there is no cussing, and I hope that you find one that resonates more with you, because everybody needs to find somebody that they resonate with. And I may not be that person for you, but I appreciate the feedback, so thank you. Premium demonetized planner content. Up to 8 dislikes. Well, that's fine. I can take that. Did you guys know that even dislikes count for engagement? Like, YouTube judges a video and how well it's doing by the amount of engagement that it gets. And dislikes count towards that engagement. So, sometimes when people dislike my shit, part of me just wants to be like, ha ha! Like the kid on The Simpsons. My lettering is getting more and more whack as I'm like doing this fucking situation. Like the further I get in this word, the more I am not liking my lettering. You can tell I'm getting to the end of this here. I'm starting to phone it in. Sermon. Okay. All right, so here I'm going to put when I have to be at the church, because that does matter. That is a thing that matters. Is there like a good little timer? I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to use this little bow. Why? Because why the hell not? There we go. Oh, I should have used the Music Munchkin. Fuck, I'm gonna do that. I haven't used a Music Munchkin in a while because it's the end of the school year and my quartet's been on hiatus and I just tore my planner. God damn it. It's okay. It's okay. We're coming to the end here. We're coming to the end. We don't need to worry so much, Gorby. It's fine. You and I are making this happen. Gorby, you and I, Gorby, are forever friends. My forever friend, Gorbachev. Just call. Apparently, I'm a commie. Yeah, it's okay though. Rehearsal, 9 a.m. All right, sermon rehearsal, and the other thing I wanted to do was go to the grocery store and the snail mail. Yes, the next plan with me will be the Wheel of Fuckery, I promise. We're gonna just do that. We're gonna just go. We're just gonna go full fucking balls deep on the Wheel of Fuckery. Okay, sermon. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Wheel of Anesthesia. Oh my God. Nikki, I don't know if that's a typo or if your phone or whatever, like, did an autofill. Humanitarian is not what I am. I'm a humanist. I don't do enough good works in the world to be a humanitarian. Ooh, your kids dropped off at summer camp, Helga? That's fucking awesome. Katie loved camp, Jennifer. I'm trying to see what's happening. I feel like there's a conversation I'm missing in the comments, but maybe I'm just like... I never cuss at people. That's exactly it, Susan. I don't want to talk shit to people. I've always told my kids, like, it's how you treat people that matters, not the fucking words that come out of your mouth. When I think in one of the vlog, I'm gonna have a vlog going up this week, and I swear to God, one of my kids drops the F-bomb in it, and I don't even fucking care because it was warranted. I think it had to do with their teeth fucking hurting. It might have been Katie. I don't remember. But I remember seeing it when I was editing and thinking, should I leave this in or not? And I don't remember. Did I leave it in or did I cut it out? I might have cut it out because I was worried people would give me crap for it or whatever. But the point being is that I am so much more concerned with the way that my kids treat people, with the way I treat people, than with, like, whether or not I say fuck. You know? It's not appropriate at school. My kids know that. But, it's not appropriate at school, and my kids... Excuse me, they know that. So I'm not worried about that. Snail mail. And I'm not going to put grocery store on here because I might change my mind about that. So I'll just leave that alone for now. Now we got to work on this bottom box. Let's look and see how we are, though. Let's look and see where we're at with this whole situation. Look at that. I think this is looking pretty good. What do you guys think? I think this is pretty. I love these colors. These colors are giving me a planner boner right now. Yeah, you can be a Christian Unitarian Universalist. Exactly right. The roots of Unitarian Universalism are in breaking away from the Calvinist church. So the Unitarians disagreed with the idea that God is there are three different like aspects to God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Unitarians believe God was one. And then the Universalists believed that, you know, because a lot of the Calvinist preaching at the time believed that we are all inherently damned. We are all inherently sinners. And Universalists believed that no, God is a loving God and we are not inherently damned. We are inherently loved. And so they broke away from the standard Christian church. And so they were very Christian for a long time. And then after the turn of the 20th century, the humanists started, they started like working a lot with humanists. And by the time the Unitarians and the Universalists formed an association, humanism had become a big part of it as well. And so now there are Christian UUs, there are pagan UUs, there are Buddhist UUs, there are Jewish UUs. What binds us all together is the principles and how we choose to live our lives, not the dogma that we believe in. So anyway, that was a tangent. How's RJ Zuck? Oh God, was I supposed to water that? Oh, it's all crispy. Do you think he's gonna be able to tell that it's crispy? It's a crispy Zuck. I'll give it some water. I think I killed the Zuck. Oh, damn it. Okay. Okay, this bottom box. This is where we're at. So I'm going to cover up this with one of these boxes here. And I think I want to trim it so that it's smaller. But I want to trim it like equal amounts on top and on bottom. So I need to kind of mark it. Oh, hi, Mark. This is probably a mistake. Right there. Right there. Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to do some cutting, do some trimming. Okay, that's one side. Oh, hi, Mark. I know scissors are not my strong suit. Straight cutting is not my strong suit. You are my best friend. I love you, Lisa. Okay, let's see if this looks good. Let's find out. Okay. Hell yeah. Oh, I don't like how the corners look. Boo! Okay. Am I gonna round them? We're gonna round the corners. This could be a problem. Okay, we're almost done here. We got this. You like the different lettering? Thank you. Okay, here we go. Now let's try this. Did I make it look majestic as fuck? Is it majestic as fuck? It is close enough. Hell yes. Okay, now what? I don't know if Deep Thoughts with Cindy is the thing I want. What was it that we said that we wanted to put on here earlier to like remind me that my week is gonna make me... You unhid them, Kristen. I just hid them. All right, what am I gonna put here? Maybe I should put another sticker on the other side, like a flamingo. Good times. Definitely not that sticker. That one is a filthy fucking lie at this point. This one would be nice if I thought I was going to get to be able to sit on a fucking situation. It is a lot of trolls today. Okay. Oh, I can't stop yawning. That was my yawning voice. Okay. So, what next? I need to do something. I kind of want to run some more washi tape right here. Maybe I'll take this same one that matches, the matchy-matchy washing tape. Right here. I watched Beaches last night. I mean, I'd seen it before, but like, I don't know what was making me want to watch some weepy ass chick flick last night, but I did weep. I'm just gonna say Jesse was asleep. He didn't see me laying there in bed silently weeping at fucking Beaches. He would have judged me if he had seen it.
Beaches.
Beaches, the Do You Ever Know That You're My Hero? The movie with Bette Midler and Barbara Hershey dying of a woman's disease. It's like the chick flick that defines all other chick flicks.
Okay.
Have you not seen it? They're like friends.
Doesn't sound like it.
At point in the year does Erin Condren do sales? Generally in like the spring when they're about to switch to the new planners, and then they usually do a big sale at Black Friday. Ooh, that is supposed to do a pool floaty, Rachel. I didn't realize that either. Barbara Hershey has the woman's disease. It's about the wind beneath my wings. Fly, fly, fly high away. Na 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 na. Sad chick flick, fly. Ooh, okay, so I just did some washi. Here we go. Now what? Now what are we gonna do? Something to go right here. Some bullshit. It was a heart infection, not a woman's disease. I just like to joke about how in these chick flicks she's dying of a woman's disease. All right, and here we're gonna put Beaches is currently on HBO Go if you have it. I'm pretty sure that was where I was watching it. Woman's disease movie is Terms of Endearment. There you go. Yeah, no, it's not cancer. It's like viral cardiomyopathy. And the reason I know that is because I just watched it last night. I have only seen The Notebook once, and I fucking couldn't with that movie. There is something about that movie that annoyed the ever-living shit out of me. Like, I don't mind a chick flick. I will get down on some 10 How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Or My Best Friend's Wedding, even though everybody in that movie is a terrible person. Or 2 Weeks Notice, which I watch partly because I love it and partly because Jesse has a fiery hatred of Hugh Grant. And anytime I put a movie with Hugh Grant on, he walks around. It's like when we drive past Chick-fil-A and I start getting mad. Whenever Jesse sees a Hugh Grant movie, he starts grouching and being pissed off for the whole rest of the day because Hugh Grant pisses him off so much. That's partly why I'll watch 2 Weeks Notice, because it pisses him off and I think it's funny. Okay, I think I'm just going to write balls because that's how I'm feeling this week. Balls. Actually, these should be waves. This makes them look like an Ed Hardy shirt. Ed Hardy shirt lettering. My ex-husband was all about that Ed Hardy life in the early 2000s. He had Ed Hardy shoes. And then he wore those silky button-up shirts with the flames and the dragons on the sides of them. That was my ex-husband. Bouncing or Harry. We've got the biggest balls of them all. Some balls were made for bouncing to the left and to the right. That song makes me so happy. If you don't know what song I'm talking about the song Big Balls by AC/DC, which is an amazing song. I 10 out of 10 recommend it. Oh fuck, I almost knocked over my drink. Men do get it too, Pamela. I'm just full of shit. We've got the biggest balls of them all. I've got big balls. You've got big balls. Hashtag demonetized. Demonetized as fuck. See? Even if there's not going to be a lot of sex in the Guentert-Baldo household this week because of various reasons, there will be balls. Is that like the follow-up to There Will Be Blood? Will there be like Oscar-nominated performances from There Will Be Balls? I'm amusing myself. Don't pay attention to me. I'm starting to... I need to get a thicker pen. I need a thicker pen. Just taking the porno version. I don't know if I ever told you guys before. One of the times, so some of you may know that I, in my early internet days, frequented the Buffy the Vampire Slayer posting board known as the Bronze. It was the original posting board on the WB's website, and before the WB it was UPN. It was there, or after the W, whatever the case may be. It was the official... I'm checking to see if this is bleeding. The Buffy the Vampire Slayer official posting boards. And I went to different meetups from these posting boards back when I was like 17, 18, 19, 20. Should tell you a lot about me. Anyway, one year, they had this one party every year at Vegas. It was the Halloween posting board party called Viva Las Buffy, and it was a costume party, and they'd have it in a bar, and I went every year for like 3 years. And balls. Anyway, point being is that I went to this party, and then I wound up missing the bus I was supposed to take back home and having to stay an extra night. So I wound up crashing in somebody's hotel room. And when we were in that hotel room, there's a whole group of us, like 15 of us. And somebody discovered that they were able to watch like porno in the hotel room without having to pay for it. Like for some reason, the porno was working in the hotel room. And we were sitting there, this like group of 15 of us drinking and watching this porno and trying to figure out what the fuck it was. And then it was about this medical situation with this dude. And then there was this like hot chick having sex with him. And then she pulled out a clown nose and put it on her face. And then the title was Snatch Adams. And I fucking died. Like, I couldn't stop laughing at fucking watching Snatch Adams in a hotel room with a bunch of Buffy the Vampire Slayer geeks. I just thought you all should know that. No, I haven't seen that yet. I don't know how many people have pre-ordered my book yet. Anyway, so there's that balls. And then I'm going to put in parentheses, you got this. Anyway, because that's to remind me that I'm going to survive this week. I am going to survive this week. What do you guys think? I think this looks really nice. I'm enjoying this look. Very pretty. It's very pretty so far. I like it. What do you think? I know it's not like full of fuckery like my Plan With Me's usually are when I'm doing them live, but I'm satisfied with this. Will you write a Stories of Sydney's Life book, please? Oh, God. I don't know if I want that. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get going. If you can't tell, I'm like falling asleep here, which means I need to clean up my desk. And we've been streaming for 2.5 hours, so not bad. It does look like I've got my shit together. Now you all know it's a fucking lie, but whatever. I'm gonna post a picture of this on Instagram at some point, and people are gonna be like, "You wrote fucking sermon. You are such a terrible Christian." Nope. No, I'm not. I mean, I guess I am, but I'm not a Christian, so it makes me a really terrible Christian then, right? Anyway, you guys, have a lovely rest of your night, and I will talk to you all soon. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And don't forget to like this before you leave to make up for the 9 dislikes I already have on this video. That's a record. It's a record number of dislikes during live plan with me. So throw those likes. Throw them down like sweaty balls. Bye.